Hey guys, thanks for watching. Before we get started, if you could give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and share, I'll be forever grateful. This is the inspiration picture that I used for this video, so if you know who created it originally, comment down below. Please be kind and respectful in the comment section. To get started, you're going to want to get all of your materials together. You're going to need a hot glue gun, a pair of scissors, and 2 different colored yarn. I chose gray and blue for this video because it was the same as the inspiration picture. You'll also need a 10-inch metal ring, and I used 14 large round wood beads, 11 small wood beads, and 8 wooden cylinder beads. And you'll need a gray ostrich feather to hang in the middle, and some clear stretchy beading thread. I'll make sure to put links in the description for all of the materials needed. To start your project, the first thing that you're going to do is secure the gray yarn onto the metal ring with a traditional slip knot. And you can also use a small amount of glue if you want to ensure that it is secure. And once it's tied on really tight, you're going to wrap the string around over and over until the ring is completely covered. Once you get to the end, you'll tie both strings together and tie them really tight to make sure that they won't come undone. And you can also use a small dot of hot glue on the end if you want to be on the safe side. Once you have the knot tied really tight, you can go ahead and cut those extra strings right off of there. Now that your ring is completely covered, the next thing I did was cut about 12 inches of yarn and tied it into a loop, and then I secured it onto the ring using a lark's head knot, and I added one of the large round wooden beads to it. After that, I cut 34 pieces of blue yarn and 8 pieces of gray yarn, all measuring at around 6 feet long. Once all your string is cut, hang your wall hanging up, and using lark's head knots, you're going to secure 16 pieces of yarn on the top of the ring, 8 to the left of the string that hangs it and 8 to the right. You can do whatever order you want, but I did a pattern on the left going gray, blue, and then on the right side I did the opposite so that it would mirror the left. Now that all your yarn is pulled tightly on the top and nice and secure, it's time to secure it to the bottom of the ring. Every 4 pieces of yarn is a section. So you take one section and you bring it over the bottom of the ring, around the back, and over to the front. Once it's in the front, you'll take your hot glue gun and glue it down to the ring. Once you have each section glued down, for every 2 sections, you will put those through 1 bead. So on the left, you'll see here that I already have 1 bead on the first 2 sections. And then I'll add another one to the second 2 sections, and I'll do the same thing on the right side. Also, to make sure that your beads stay in place, you can put a little bit of the hot glue up in between the bead, just to make sure that it doesn't slide down over time. Once you finish securing all your beads to the top, it'll be time to move down to the bottom. You'll have 26 pieces of blue yarn left, and you'll need to grab them 2 at a time and thread them halfway through the ring so that they're folded in half, and then secure the yarn to the ring with a basic slip knot. Once you're done securing all 13 sections of the blue yarn to the bottom of the ring, you can start adding the beads to the bottom. I did 1 bead per 2 sections of yarn, making each bead a little bit lower as they went into the middle. Once you have all your beads on your wall hanging, you can secure them down using a little bit of hot glue under each bead. After I had all my beads glued down, I decided to start trimming it. This part's really up to you. You can make it as long or as short as you desire. I know it wasn't in the inspiration picture, but I decided to add a couple more beads onto this just to give it a little bit more. After hanging the beads, it was time to hang the feather. I just took a piece of yarn and tied a lark's head knot around the string that actually hangs the wall hanging on the wall. After that, I added a bead on there, put a little bit of hot glue onto the feather and slid it right through the bead and let it dry. Once it was dry, I turned the whole wall hanging over so that I was looking at the back side of the feather, and I lifted up the 2 strings that were hanging down the back, added a little bit of glue, and just stuck it down onto the feather to make sure that it was secure and that it wouldn't slide up or down off of the wall hanging. Once the glue is dry, you can cut off the excess strings that are hanging on the back of the feather. And that's it, you're all done. I hope you guys really liked watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you have any suggestions on dream catchers you'd like to see, comment down below. Thanks for watching.